Hell yeah. My Arab biker buddies.
I'm Drake Mcleroy, professional motorcycle dude, Red Bull X Fighters judge, and all-around curious guy. With the Red Bull X Fighters World Tour, I get to go, you guessed it, all around the world. Would you pass up an opportunity to see the world on somebody else's dime? The United Arab Emirates, originally a nomadic settlement founded on fishing and pearl trade, formed by the British Empire and run by the Al Maktoum dynasty, Dubai's growth had previously skyrocketed. It's a mixed populace in both nationality and economy, with a big divide between wealthy Emirates and poor expatriates. But there are still streets and cultural traces of the old UAE blended in with the new. I was here for the Red Bull X Fighters World Tour, and I had a pretty good racket going. Judging and being the technical riding director is a pretty good exchange for the game. It was an exciting night on the Jumeirah beach with plenty of action. Most importantly, Robbie Madison's newest move, Cruise King Madison. In celebration, Robbie linked up a few good ones, and as usual, rode with plenty of flair for the 15,000 fans. It had been a full day of traveling and work, and while the office isn't that bad, it was time to hit the hay. The next morning, we were off to see the fabled lost city of Atlantis, or at least Dubai's version of it.
That way.
Filled with sharks and other animals, the lazy river runs through tunnels of over 65,000 types of marine life.
Did you see me? That's pretty sweet.
But it only leads to something much scarier than a few sharks. 90-foot high water slide. After the swim, I met up for lunch with local actor Abdullah Al-Ghamdi, who wasn't a bad dude at all, proving you can never judge a book by its Ed Hardy t-shirt, at least not in the UAE.
Yeah, this is my first time here.
I want you to see the people here. So now you've seen something about the tradition, you've seen something about how modernized we are.
We sat down for a full local feast, and he agreed to head out and explore the cultural center of Dubai, while discussing the old and the new of the UAE. We traveled down the Dubai Creek, an estuary that leads out to sea and still only allows wooden boats to keep its traditional feel. Soon we came to a center of Arab trading.
Would any market be a soup?
Yeah.
Okay.
And these are markets like you've never seen before.
It's frankincense, you can top off the carbon for the smell same, this frankincense and myrrh.
But apparently, amongst the many trinkets, I too was something never seen before. Tattoos are forbidden, and so I gained a fair bit of attention. The work on my arm is art.
Huh?
My choice of art to them, questionable. And then there are the important handshakes.
Let me show you a cool shake. Come on, bro.
You make it white?
Nah, just
You make
dirty
it
fingers.
honey. You make it like this, okay?
Honey? It works.
Trading any precious metals and stones, the gold souk is full of riches. You know I can't return home without gifts.
I bought a gift for my daughter. She had a red set of actual diamond earrings, but I took them away from her till she's older and then I'll give it back.
We then went from shopping to shredding at Ski Dubai. Not what I expected in the UAE.
Oh, this is the most interesting snow season I've ever had. I got 2 days in Tahoe this year, 3 days in Aspen, and a day in Dubai.
Not what I expected in the UAE, but yes, snow. It's ski Dubai.
So this is Dubai skiing. You ready?
Time to get my shred on.
Oh! It's cold.
Like everything else extravagant within the UAE, this snow dome is another example of the economic boom. This remarkable structure had a few little park obstacles, some handrails and jumps, to mix up the small space. The inflatable orb, not your average ride down the ski hill.
That's as fun as it looks. You gotta try that, Dave. Just jump in for a lap.
After that experience, it was time for something tamer. It was time to hit the highways with a few locals.
Just can't get away from him.
The leader of this local motorcycle gang was Nadim Malouf. They were a friendly bunch of characters, and riding anything from cruisers to crotch rockets.
My nylon sunscreen.
This was an excuse to snag a new RC8 from the very accommodating folks at KTM, and then hit the highway.
Hell yeah. My Arab biker buddies.
Being mostly desert, Dubai has plenty of open highways. Our ride covered landmarks like famous 7-star Burj Al Arab Hotel.
What's back there?
Later, we carried out to a more remote region. Time to get a little loose in the desert. I jumped onto a quad and got my feet in the sand. After handing this machine back to my new off-road friends, watch these desert dogs do a little team freestyle action of their own.
Believe Dubai. Miles and miles and miles of sand, one four-wheeler, and they're psyched on this little, like, 60 by 30 square bricks.
It was a solid first day in the UAE, and to celebrate, a little tire smoke.
Burnouts never get old. Believe Dubai. The Dubai Autodrome, the Motor City Race Complex. We're gonna get in some cars and we're gonna go real fast. Don't touch that bush. Let's see what the water feels like.
Just so we can. Welcome. Thank you.
Cadillacs. Man's got good taste.